NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taking it about the 16. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Tackle made by the 2nd-round pick, Isaiah Oliver.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Yeah, baby. Got it. Got it. We got 3. 19.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
Now on 1st and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
He's going to get it running right. And he spins through. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here's Mixon. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And he knocks it through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Now a play fake here on first down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Hoffman forced out to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep. He's got a man. Complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey. 4 down. Detroit!
Looking to throw. Hoffman being chased out left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Well, that was excellent coverage right there, and he definitely did the right thing, showing that discretion is definitely the better part of valor. Threw it away, preserved the opportunity to kick for a field goal.
And excellent coverage. And right now the human is controlling the defense, so good job, human. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Darren Lee there to get him down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Wilson. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. A handoff to Mixon, trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd down, Wilson fighting to stay upright. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Hoffman. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. Well, so they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And, you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass who want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
Steps away to his left. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Hoffman going for the deep ball. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the 1st quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. He'll return it from the 6. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. To Mixon on the check down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now Wilson on 1st and 10. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hoffman into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
14.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And that one results in 35 yards. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Throwing is Wilson. Drops it underneath for Reese. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Saints coming out now to take the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Randy Gregory in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Pulled in at the 24. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Flushed out right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit! Detroit!
Following the fumble recovery, Hoffman eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Again, this is Kamara, down right around the 25. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Now it's the backup, Bridgewater. He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And that is going to be incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead, but coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
Here's Wilson. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Come on, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Keep working, baby. Keep working, fellas.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Caught by Nelson left side. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now Wilson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Going to throw again. He's going to float this over the middle deep. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
19.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Got his target, Samuel. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So 1:55 to go in the first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. On second down, here's Wilson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Cardinals on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12.
19.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Hard throw, incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit for him in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit! Detroit!
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Now a pitch out to Kamara. They find some open field here. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. 38 yards. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Lutz good on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-10. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They go play action here on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Good gumbo! Good gumbo! Good gumbo! Well. Took right. Fair. 14.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And an alley to run. Fights him off. And he's able to get up here to the 26. And the Saints signal for another timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The Cardinals on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Gotta go. 14. Gun.
Wilson from the gun. He'll throw. Lets it go for Nelson. It got his man complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Zebra. Spud left.
On first down, Wilson. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Throwing to start the drive. Hoffman. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part went to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
When you can count on one hand the number of completions you've had in a game and we're in the second half, that tells you it's really not been your day.
Yeah, but you're losing. You can't just abandon the passing game altogether.
Yeah, maybe you can get hot, string a few together, and get rolling.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
To throw on third down, Hoffman. And that's incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. The catch made by Miller. 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Braxton Miller, 69 yards. And the Saints get a bit closer. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Lutz now to kick this one away. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. They give them a gain of 37.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here, flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
95, 95.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Now Wilson on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal.
14. 19. Zebra.
This time Wilson will throw. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3. Detroit. Detroit.
Again, it's Kamara. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Flush to his right. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A 10th carry for Kamara. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Detroit! Detroit!
Off the play fake. Hoffman. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 16. Off play action. Hoffman. On the crossing route, complete. That's Thomas. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Looks good on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Lutz now to kick this one away. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Going deep downfield for Ross. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And another drive starts with them huddling in their end zone, Charlie. Where have we seen this before? Very recently, but the last time they had it backed up like this, they took it the length of the field.
Hard to do that once, let alone the idea of doing it twice. But, of course, that's the goal. So, as a secondary deal, get 2 first downs. Help yourself with field position and help your defense out. As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes are being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Over, over! Over, over! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
To throw on 2nd down. Hoffman. Wide open receiver complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hoffman. And that's going to be incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Kamara. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Saints on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Hoffman. Buying time to his left. But he will find a man here as Thomas comes open. That one goes for 36 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
On 1st down, Hoffman dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that 2nd attempt.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Back to the air on 2nd down. Hoffman, and he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. The Saints on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 15.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the gun, Hoffman. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking, must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
A handoff, running left, Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Nelson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Big jumbo! Big jumbo! Big jumbo!
On 3rd down, Mixon. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here comes the Cardinals punt. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a 1st down. The fake punt gets him 13 yards. A huge play on special teams. It's a 1st down. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
19.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Now he steps away. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another 1st down as well.
Tempo, baby, let's go. Let's go to work. Come on.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Nelson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Check 50, check 50. Go. Gotta go. Tempo.
Now it's Wilson. forced out to his left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Throwing on first down. Hoffman. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Hoffman. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Hoffman. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hoffman being chased out left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal.
Lucky 56.
Operating from the gun. Hoffman. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, his struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them. Pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
So a field goal gets you back within a score, but they're going to go for the bigger chunk here. Kicking team on the sidelines. Offense on for 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. To Mixon on the check down. Room past the 20. And all the way up to the 31-yard line. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And the pitch goes to Mixon. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Oh, Wilson going to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. J.J. Nelson, 62 yards. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
On 1st down, Hoffman looking left side, and it's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hoffman steps away to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Back to throw. Hoffman, now a desperation throw deep downfield, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Go!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 48 yards. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to kick it away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Throwing on 1st down. Hoffman flush to his right. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. This was the goal before they started the season.